Hey guys, how are you? Richard here with Alien Bros. I hope you're all doing well. I have some mind-blowing stuff to share with you guys today. The UFO sightings lately have just been incredible, and so have you guys, and I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support that you guys have been giving me in this channel. It means more to me than you guys know, and I'm truly grateful for it. Also, after the UFO sightings, I had some news regarding a strange new object NASA found on Saturn that has certainly got my attention and piqued my curiosity, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. Before we go any further, I have to tell you guys, this video is sponsored by Chase Mills, a friend of mine and talented rap artist that just so happens to be dropping a new album soon. We've mentioned him on the channel once before, and if you guys are interested, a link to check out his new music on his SoundCloud will be down in the video description. Alright, now let's get into the UFO sightings. First, I have a sighting for you guys that comes from Alberta, Canada, and was captured on July 13th of 2018, but was not reported until yesterday on September 4th of 2018. It is an insane sighting with so much more going on than what the source that filmed the footage initially thought. When I first watched the video, I thought it was just one flashing silver object that the source reported to have filmed. However, the second time I noticed there were multiple objects all throughout the clouds flashing, and when I slowed it down, I was amazed by what I saw. I think there is a chance that this could be one huge solid object being hidden by the clouds. I'll go ahead and play the footage for you guys, and afterwards I'll show you the slowed down version so you can get a better idea of exactly what is going on in this video. This may be one of the most massive UFO sightings in terms of the object's potential size that I have ever reported on. It is possible it is multiple smaller objects, but my gut is telling me this is likely just one large object with multiple flashing lights on it. Anyway, check out this footage and we'll talk more on it afterwards, alright? Here it is. So did you guys notice what I was talking about before you watched the clip? What you're looking at right now is the slowed down version of the footage. The lights appeared so fast that in order for me to show them to you guys and actually examine them, I had to slow the video down as much as my computer would allow. In total, I counted 12 of these random flashing lights. They seem to appear randomly all throughout the storm cloud, and that makes me think that there is no way that we are seeing anything normal here. You don't see footage like this every day. If this was simply one small flashing object, then this footage wouldn't have been nearly as strange to me as it is, but I think we have something here hidden within the storm cloud, and I would like to find out what it is that the witness filmed. Alright, so to give you guys more context on this sighting, I'll read you guys the witness's statement. The statement reads, and I quote, "I was at home with my son when a storm moved in. We both went inside to see if we could get a picture of a funnel cloud, as I thought there could be a tornado coming. As we looked to the east, we saw a spherical object that I thought was a plane at first. I wondered how it was sitting so perfectly still in such high winds, then noticed that there were no wings. It just hovered there and began to flash, illuminating the whole object. I stopped filming due to the fact that I went to get my son back inside because the winds were so strong. I thought the footage was really cool, so I sent it to a friend. He messaged me back and said that I can't believe how many there are and how fast they can move. I didn't know what he was talking about until I slowed down the footage. I couldn't see these other objects with my naked eye, only the main object. There are multiple, but I think the best one is around 19 seconds as it does a right angle turn at high speeds. I know I don't have to tell you guys this, but the footage doesn't do it justice. It was a silver ball that completely lit up. It looked a lot more impressive to my eyes. I would like the footage slowed down to see how many objects are there for sure. I also would like a close-up of one so I can see it better. Thanks." That is the end of the witness's statement. At certain points, multiple lights flash at once and it seems to be in a sort of formation. At one point, 3 of the lights appear to create a perfect triangle, and that is what makes me think these lights are all a part of one bigger object. That's my theory on it at least. So what do you guys think this is? Did the source in this sighting capture something incredible here like I believe he did, or do you think this is explainable? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you have more information or footage from the sighting, then definitely send us over an email because this is one especially strange to me, and I am very interested in figuring out what the source filmed. It is the first of its kind that I have seen as far as UFO sightings go. Alright, so next I have a UFO sighting from Atlanta, Georgia, and it was captured on August 31st of 2018. It shows multiple objects with the main focus being on the 3 that remain in a formation for the majority of the video until the highest one decides to up and fly away. The clip is kind of long, so be sure to watch it the whole way through to see the full behavior of these objects unfold. The source did a great job filming them here. I'll go ahead now and play you guys the footage and we'll talk more on it afterwards, alright? Now check out this footage.
This is Lakewood Fort McPherson train station in Atlanta, Georgia. And look what I saw. When I first saw it, it was just two lights. And now they're spacing further and further apart. That's crazy. And I never thought I would catch one. Yeah, this is the 31st of August. And that's not flares. There's a plane going down by here for reference. But yeah. Let's get a close look again. That's crazy. And it's like I got somewhere to go, and I'm sitting here watching this, and the one at the bottom looks like it's flickering pretty bright. The one at the top looks like it's pulling away and fading away. Oh, this is taken on a Samsung Galaxy 9 Plus. As you can see, the other one is kind of pulling away. And how about, unless that's a plane, how about, I guess it just morphed into something that looks like a plane, and now it's just kind of cruising away? Wouldn't that be some wild? Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Let's back up for a second. Look the way up. It's back. And if you could look real close, like there's something flashing, something small between the second and third light, like right in here somewhere. Like there's something in there kind of blinking. I don't know if you see it. I don't know if that's another one coming out or not. But all right.
Now there is a lot of stuff going on in this footage. The objects in the clip appear to flash multiple different colors and appear to be far too large to be drones. Once the top object in the formation starts to separate and fly away while also changing into a white flashing light, I immediately knew that there was no way that what we were looking at here is drones. There are also multiple objects that I believe to be airplanes which fly close to the bottom object, although I cannot say for sure that that is what they are. The source is near the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and I believe these could be planes taking off. However, they also seem as if they could be the same plane flying in a circle examining the objects. It is very much possible they could be Air Force planes attempting to observe the objects, although I can't prove this for certain, and this is all my speculation on the situation based off the footage. Before we continue, I'll read you guys the witness's statement. The statement reads, "I was standing on the upper platforms at Lakewood Fort McPherson train station in Atlanta, Georgia. There's a timestamp on the video, but what you didn't see in the video are the first few seconds of the sighting. The bottom two lights were sitting next to each other, glowing brightly. Then the third light in the upper right-hand corner appeared. Now, I don't think that my eyes are playing with me. Although I am standing maybe 12 to 15 miles north of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, these were not planes. However, you will see one go from a semi-stationary ball of light and turn into a plane. That is the end of the witness's statement. The witness in this sighting seems to believe that the object actually transformed into a plane, which is a possibility, but I don't believe the object turned into a plane. I believe it is possible, but without the ability to tell the details of the object, I won't say that it did. I believe the object may have simply decided to switch its lights up as it flew away, but I think that it would be rather pointless for a stationary rainbow-colored object to shapeshift into an airplane after hovering in place for an extended period of time. With the other two objects never really moving out of place, it makes me think there is no way that this could be regular airplanes. They simply stay still way too long, and the multitude of colors on them do not look at all like any airplanes that I have ever seen. I've witnessed similar objects myself, although this is easily the most substantial version of this type of sighting that I have ever come across. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think that you know what these objects are that the witness filmed? Voice your thoughts on it down in the comments and let everyone know what you think these things are. All of your input is welcome, and who knows, you may turn out to be correct. Alright, next I have one more piece of footage for you guys before we get into today's news. This clip was captured over Ontario, Canada on August 23rd of 2018, but wasn't reported until September 3rd. It shows a strange blue UFO that appears to split into two separate objects, the smaller one of which appears to completely disappear. I'll go ahead and play you guys the clip now and we'll talk more on it afterwards, alright? Here it is.
Is that? Oh!
Yeah, so this sighting is definitely strange. It is hard to tell what it is the witness could have filmed here. It looks to be over an area that's populated, but it really is hard to tell what that area is, and I can't really make out any details of the landscape. I won't get too deep into this one. I found it to be weird and worth showing you guys, but I think I want to get your thoughts on this one and let you guys tell me what you think this object is. At the moment, I don't have a clue what it could be. The object seems to be almost formless, or at least able to disconnect from itself and change its shape. I still want to hear what you guys think though, because personally, I don't know what this thing could be, and I don't know what could be done to recreate this sighting. And I personally think it's unidentified, although I won't say for certain that I think this is ET, because I feel that it is possible that this anomaly could have been caused by a phenomenon that I may not yet be aware of. If there is an explanation, then hopefully I'll learn it from you guys. I certainly want answers, and I am certain the witness does as well. Alright, now I want to get into the news that I mentioned to you guys earlier. It turns out a strange new hexagon-shaped object has been discovered on the surface of Saturn towering above its cloud layer. The mysterious presence of this object in Saturn's stratosphere came as a surprise to NASA scientists who were studying Cassini's mission data. This is the second hexagon-shaped object that has been found on Saturn's surface. However, this one is far taller. The first object did not come close to breaking Saturn's cloud level and was far lower down in Saturn's atmosphere. Aside from the height, however, the objects are identical. Leigh Fletcher, a scientist at the University of Leicester, said he was surprised to discover two identical hexagons appearing out of thin air in two separate locations. He said, and I quote, "Either a hexagon has spawned spontaneously and identically at two different altitudes, one lower in the clouds and one high in the stratosphere, or the hexagon is in fact a towering structure spanning a vertical range of several hundred kilometers. The new object discovered on Saturn is a perfect six-sided hexagon, which to me seems to be very strange for a natural formation. The scientists believe this new structure peaks up to about 180 miles or 300 kilometers above the planet's clouds. According to researchers, the object is not artificial and according to them was not the creation of an extraterrestrial civilization, and instead claimed it is a vortex. They claim the high-altitude vortex is a weather pattern similar to one discovered by NASA's Voyager spacecraft in the 1980s. The first vortex of this kind was spied by astronomers over Saturn's southern pole. It was not until Cassini arrived at Saturn in 2004 that scientists could observe the vortex in great detail for the first time. Supposedly, an example of this weather phenomenon affected by the planet's rotation can be found on Earth in the form of a so-called polar jet stream. The Saturnian vortex has now supposedly both baffled and excited scientists because it suggests discrepancies between how the North and South poles behave. Apparently, the vortex will help answer questions regarding the way energy is transported around Saturn. Dr. Fletcher went on further and stated, and I quote, "The edges of this newly found vortex appear to be hexagonal, precisely watching a famous and bizarre hexagonal cloud pattern we see deeper in Saturn's atmosphere. While we did expect to see a vortex of some kind at Saturn's North Pole as it grew warm, its shape is really surprising." He added this new hexagon is nowhere near as matured and developed as the first one discovered at the South Pole. According to NASA, the vortex will likely continue to grow and intensify over the coming years. Dr. Fletcher and his team of researchers who studied the vortex are also not entirely convinced a single towering structure should exist this high in the atmosphere, and this makes me believe that there may be more to this news than what they would care to admit. Personally, I don't see how an object this tall and of such perfect shape could exist without the work of extraterrestrials being responsible. They claim this is a vortex, but what would cause such a massive vortex? Space is weird, but this is almost a whole other level of weird. So much so, even the scientists studying the thing still have doubts about what it is, why it's there, and if it should even exist there to begin with. The space experts said researchers need to learn more about this phenomenon, but the only problem is Cassini retired in 2017 when it spectacularly took a death dive into Saturn's atmosphere. That doesn't mean, though, that NASA doesn't have another project in the works to study this anomaly that they're keeping secret from the public. I always found it weird that they decided to put an end to Cassini in the way that they did. Maybe there is more to Saturn than they would like us to believe. It is possible we may get answers to the question sooner than we think. That is, if NASA doesn't actually know more about this anomaly than they're letting us know right now. It is possible they already know what this thing is and don't want to tell us, just like they do every time they discover something new. We have gone into detail on the methane lakes of Saturn and the potential possibility for life on the planet and its moon Enceladus in past videos, and you guys that are new here should definitely go back and watch them because we cover a lot of great information on the strange planet, and it will help you understand further just why this news is so crazy, so definitely check them out. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, but stay tuned because there is a lot more coming and we will have it posted very soon. If you liked the video, then please don't forget to smash that like button on your way out, share it, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. It really helps us out and it'll let you guys stay up to date by sending you a message straight to your inbox every time we upload a video, and you can stay on the up and up with all the latest alternative news. Also, remember, you have to hit the bell button or YouTube will not notify you when our new videos come out. Unfortunately, just subscribing on YouTube simply isn't enough these days, since YouTube seems to want to pick and choose the content that people see, but that won't stop us from moving forward. Also, if you want updates on when our videos will be coming out, then please go follow our Facebook page. The link is down in the video description. And if you have some UFO footage or evidence that you would like us to feature on the channel, then please email it over to us. Our email is down in the description as well, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you guys want to help keep this channel going strong, then donating even $1 a month to our Patreon would be extremely appreciated because YouTube isn't paying us, so this is all out of pocket for us. However, as I've said many times before, we love it and we won't be quitting anytime soon, and I do mean that. Thanks again for your support, guys. It means a lot to us, and don't forget to browse the channel if you're new and get yourself up to speed. As always, I'm Richard with Alien Bros, and I'll see you guys again next video.